You want to live a meaningful life. You crave purpose, progress, maybe even greatness. You dream of discipline, success, peace of mind. But here's the uncomfortable truth. You're stuck, not because you lack potential, but because you keep postponing it. You know what needs to be done, yet you scroll instead. You delay, deflect, distract, and at night, when the noise dies down, guilt creeps in. You stare at the ceiling wondering why you didn't do more today, why you let another day slip, and that guilt? It hardens, until it becomes something far more dangerous. You convince yourself that maybe you're just not that kind of person, not the disciplined type, not the wake up at 5 a.m. and conquer the world person, but deep down, you know you could be. The Stoics had a word for this kind of inner battle, akrasia, the state of knowing what you should do, yet failing to act. Marcus Aurelius, emperor of Rome and student of Stoicism, wrote to himself, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I am rising to do the work of a human being." He didn't always feel like moving forward, but he knew the duty of life isn't to feel motivated, it's to act. So why don't we? Why do we get stuck in the loop of inaction? Because of one word, inertia. In physics, it's the tendency for objects at rest to stay at rest. And this law doesn't only apply to falling apples or rolling balls, it applies to you too. When you're still, doing nothing, it takes effort to move. Not because the task is impossible, but because the first push is the hardest. And the mind, being clever, makes that first push seem 10 times harder than it really is. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." And that's exactly what procrastination is. Not a problem of ability, but of imagination. You imagine the task is unbearable. You imagine failure. You imagine how tired you are, how hard it will be, how long it will take. So you do nothing, and the cycle continues. But you can break it, not with grand plans or bold declarations, but with small acts, ridiculously small acts. Instead of saying, "I'll finish my project tonight," say, "I'll open the file." Instead of promising, "I'll read for an hour," say, "I'll read one paragraph." This is Stoic wisdom in action. Don't try to control the whole future, just the next move. As Epictetus put it, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. The key is motion. The tiniest action disrupts the inertia. And once you're in motion, momentum builds. Like a boulder rolling downhill, effort becomes easier. You stop thinking and you start doing. One of the best techniques? The 2-minute rule. If it takes less than 2 minutes, do it now. Or if a task feels heavy, just commit to doing it for 2 minutes. Want to journal? Write 1 sentence. Want to stretch? Do 1 pose. Want to start a side hustle? Write 1 idea. Most of the time, you'll keep going. Because action feels good. Not in the flashy dopamine hit kind of way, but in the quiet, steady confidence that says, "I showed up." That's what the Stoics taught. Don't seek ease, seek strength. Don't wait for motivation, create motion. Don't demand control over the whole path, just the next step. So if you're tired of being stuck, don't shout, don't panic. Just take 1 small step, and then another. Because discipline is not about intensity, it's about consistency. And every consistent action is a vote for the person you want to become. So no, you don't need to climb the whole mountain today. You just need to move your foot, and the rest will follow.